lot of work that we needed to get done, kicking game, fundamental work against offense versus defense. Got a chance to get all that done outside, and then went ahead and I actually did most of that on the front end of the practice, so when we finished with the scout team work, we could go inside if we needed to, and we decided to go inside. It was raining hard enough, and we felt we could get just as much done inside at that point, so we got the work that we needed to get outside first, which was good. So it was a good day in that regard. Also, a very sad day here with news about Paul Oliver, and just want to say that it's been rough, and just want to tell everyone in his family that we're thinking about him, we love him, and if there's anything we can do to help, we want to do that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to talk about besides whatever questions you have. You guys can ask me whatever you want.
You guys went full pads again today, is that right?
Right.
I can't remember you guys going 3 days. Probably hasn't been that unusual. How unusual is that?
I don't know how unusual it was, but it was just mainly to try to keep the right kind of tempo, the right kind of mental edge, and carrying your pads is not a bad thing to do. The goal wasn't to splatter everybody and get everybody hurt, but the goal was to just keep a good frame of mind during practice.
Is there risk involved? Do you do things to make sure that having 3 full pads days in a row doesn't result in knocking some guys out?
We came through it well, I guess is the best I can tell you.
Coach, one more thing about Paul real quick. I was wondering, I remember that game at Georgia Tech in 2006, Calvin Johnson. I think he was covering that day, and he held like 2 catches for 13 yards. I just wanted to kind of think back.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of Paul's finest hours as a Bulldog. I can't think too much about the football part though. Just hard, sad news.
These guys on your team don't know him probably. Did you talk to them about it?
I didn't mention it. I may at another time. Night before the game, it's a quieter time. It's a time when you've got their attention a little bit different than preparing for practice and all that kind of thing. There'll come a time when I'll help them understand.
Do you anticipate honoring him during the game this weekend with a sticker or something of that nature?
I don't know. That'd be a really, I think, a fitting thing to do, and if we could get something going quick enough, we'd probably do that. It's a good idea. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Did you get anything solidified as far as snapping and that kind of stuff at this point?
We split reps.
Still splitting right now?
We're splitting reps right now, yeah. And we'll, Coach Lilly will make the decision as we get closer to the game.
You seem to have felt pretty strong after the game that you
We made a change in the game. We made a change in the game, and I probably didn't articulate that very well. We did, in the middle of the game, we made a change, but, right now we're competing.
When you have a game where you struggle in one facet, is there do you try not to overreact too much in terms of correcting it?
Yeah, you gotta be careful that, if all you worry about is protection and you don't go down and cover a kick, you got problems, so you gotta protect and cover on the same play. When it comes to punt, your punt team, and, of course, kickoff coverage is different. You're just covering, basically. You're kicking the ball and covering it. You don't have to protect. That's why, your punt team's one of the, it's the team that you probably have to spend the most time on, because there's more to it than just about any other special team unit that you have.
I don't know if you've ever called for a red out before, have you? No.
I don't know if I have personally, but I think it's a good thing. We are wearing our red, our players are, and our fans traditionally wear red most of the time, but I'd like to have it 100%. I think it'd be a great sign of unity for our Bulldog nation, and I think if everybody buys in and then everybody gets to the stadium and sees that everybody's bought in before the game before we even kick off, I think that just adds a little energy to the day. And I'd like to, I'd really like to see that.
And game